beautiful today. So
Thank
bright
you.
and blue. Mine are really grey today.
It's really sunny and gorgeous here.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is nice today.
Oh, we're live.
Oh, goody, we're live.
I think we are. It says we are. And I'm going to come back to this screen. Good morning, beautiful women. I have the sensational Kristie Bradbury here with me this morning. Watching you develop and shine, shift and shine into what I feel like is a new way of being. And to be able to bring through this beautiful creation of the program Shift and Shine, that I have been so honored to walk alongside you and to guide you and to hold you through this birthing of this creation. And all the wildness in between has been absolutely sensational. Those of you who don't know Kristie, Kristie is the creator of Crown Your Queendom Coaching. And she has just released a very affordable and extremely powerful 21-day transformation called Shift and Shine. We are going to put the link for the program in the comments of this live today. And I really just wanted to invite Kristie into this space to not only share with you all what it's about and a little bit of what her process has been, but also for her to have the opportunity to speak into this creation. Because the more that we speak into what we are creating or have created, it grows. It expands, we gain more confidence and more clarity. And when we have those pieces, we are able to share the message wider. And right now, more than ever, being able to have a resource so available and affordable to shift and shine in the current state of this world is so fucking valuable.
Absolutely.
So thank you, my darling.
Thank you for having me here. I love you, my beautiful mentor. So for all of you who don't know, I've just come out of working with Erin for the last 3 months. It was a group setting, and also we dove into a lot of personal one-on-one time as well. And I am so absolutely grateful for your love and holding my hand while I've been walking this path. I'm honored that I've been so blessed to have worked with someone so beautiful. So thank you so much for, celebrating me today and allowing me to go through what I needed to go through to get to where I am today, to be able to be brave enough and bright enough to come on here and share. I know that we were supposed to do this on Thursday. However, on Tuesday evening, I had something that happened that threw me off really emotionally. And I just needed a few days to settle. And if I went back, even 12 months ago, and that happened to me, I would have pushed through and I would have met with you on the day that we'd planned, and it wouldn't have come out right. Do you know what I mean? So through working with you, I've been able to kind of really discover that sometimes you can pause and you can change things because it's not working for you at that particular moment. And the beautiful thing is I have had this gorgeous little transformation myself in the last 48 hours, which has been really beautiful. But before I get into me, I just like to just give a little bit to your community. So I've pulled out a little oracle card today, and it's this gorgeous little water guardian for all the women here listening. And it's so beautiful. It's funny. I don't know if any of you know Jana Rom. This picture looks like Jana, I think. I look at this picture and I think, oh my goodness, I know someone that looks just like this woman. But she's beautiful. Anyway, so water guardian, and it's about connecting with your emotions. So I'm just going to read this quickly for everybody. So the message is to take time to understand how you really feel, that your sensitivity is not a curse, but a gift that allows you to receive and understand messages directly from your soul. Water is the element that is in your blood, your tears, and your flesh. the water guardian represents angels of water who can help you dive within to understand the depths of your emotions. These angels are all about helping you see that your emotions aren't just the feelings that they are on the surface. They are also the old emotions you may have locked deep within the shadows of your soul. Through helping you acknowledge your deepest emotions, the angel of water help you to hear the messages they have for you and to unlock your intuitive powers in the energies of abundance. So your angels want you to know that it's okay to feel your emotions that are surfacing in you at this time. It doesn't matter if they are joyous or sad. They are all powerful messages that allow you to understand what you want and need. Taking time to breathe and acknowledge them lets them flow through you rather than crashing you down like an overwhelming wave. Note that there are also intuitive psychic messages arising in you at this time, and unless you acknowledge everything that comes up, you may miss important guidance that can lead you to support and love.
Beautiful. And how fitting.
I know, right? So fitting, so fitting. I did a little live in my group the other day just talking about perspective, and that's what I had to go through for my little transformation myself with the way I was feeling emotionally. And it's funny personally, I'm here in Australia and I'm in lockdown. I don't know if all of your tribe there are all from Australia, but it's quite intense here in Sydney. We've been in lockdown for 9 weeks and we still have another, I think, 5 or 6 weeks to go, pending the current, people that have it. And it looks like it's just going up. It's not going down anywhere. So I'm actually in a red hot LGA here. So I've got some really strict boundaries as far as, I'm choosing to, when I need a break from the family, as we all know, there's a lot of variety of lettuce out there. So I buy one at a time, and then every day I go and buy a new one. And they say, where are you going? And I said, oh, I'm going to the shop to get some lettuce, but we've got 3 in the fridge here, but we don't have the butter lettuce yet. So it's my little savior is just going up to, and I've kind of only got one sort of shop, which is Aldi, just up the road from me, where I can kind of go and get the things that I need. But look, I'm trying my hardest to, just push through. And this is what's motivated me really to do the course, to create the course. And a beautiful course, a gentle course. I didn't want my course to feel like a boot camp. I wanted it to be really gentle because I really feel as women who are running the house, who are locked in with all their family at the moment, need to give themselves permission to soften in towards themselves. For me personally, like I know one of my things is, you get emotional and then you eat, or maybe you drink too much wine, right? So I know that I want to lose weight. I also know that in order to do that, I have to accept the skin I'm already in. And I have to also take action. And the action doesn't have to be this crazy regimented, like I have to do this, because if I push myself to say, okay, well, every day I have to run, and I don't feel like running, then instantly I feel like a failure, right? So it's taking those gentle steps. And this is what my course is about, taking those gentle steps, like, okay, waking up in the morning and putting my shoes on. And then from there, it's like, what do I do? Okay, well, I've got to put one foot in front of the other, and then I'll start to walk, right? Or I'll start to run, or whatever it is I do, as long as I put one foot in front of the other. So the course is very much like that. It's really gentle. I've made it really easy for people to listen to. The audios are quite short because I wanted to love and respect people's time. And it's just me inspiring people to go deeper, especially the first week. The first week is all about really connecting into your body and getting in touch with it, like really listening to your body, because often our mind goes off on tangents and we can't always trust what our mind says, right? We can't. But if we listen to our body and we get that that gratification within inside ourselves from just slowly, softly, deeply listening to what it is that our body needs, we can then start to make choices, different choices, or what I would call creating new habits, right? So that's the first week. So the first week really dives into you just connecting to your body. And then the second week is all about mindset. And I use compassion therapy and a bit of cognitive behavioral therapy, shifting the mindset and all that kind of stuff. Now, there's some really deep and beautiful little segments of this particular part of the course where you really learn to love and honor yourself as the woman that you are, coming out of judgment and coming back into truly just noticing what it is that you've already created, that you've already mastered, that you've already done. And it's a beautiful part of the course. And don't get me wrong, there's some really fun parts in there too, because I do have a really fun side. I give permission to take the day off. Like, there's heaps of cool little bits in there. And then the last week is all about unleashing that queen within. So really feeling that you've gone through getting in touch with your body, working on your mindset, and then, really just allowing yourself to come out and shine. And the funny thing is, it is fun. Like, honestly, there are some really good parts in there that are fun. And I also wanted to make sure that this is really important to me, that women know this about me. I don't want to be the unavailable coach. I want to be the coach that says, yes, I am available for you. So in conjunction to the program, the audio program, I have created a private Facebook group where I am able to connect with my participants and the beautiful women that come in to do the program. And I can support them through there, and I do often check in if someone's kind of, I haven't seen anything or they're not, there, I do check in with them, but there's no pressure. Like, people don't have to share their personal journey if they don't want to, but the option is there if they do want to come in and be seen or be supported through a particular part in the course, that they can share in there. So yeah, I'm not a fan of I'm not available for this. I'm available, and I want women to know I am available. And the reason why I say that is because my mission and my purpose of being here on this planet is to, and I love this, is to bring divine love and trust back into the sisterhood. I want women to know that they can count on and depend on other women, and that there are women out there that aren't going to be threatened by you, that aren't going to turn their back on you because you're going through something heavy or you're not loving yourself enough, right? Because we all have that, and we will all continue to have that for the rest of our lives. It's something we always have to work on. We always have to work on connecting back with ourselves and loving ourselves. It's not something that you do one course and it's done. It's one of those things you've got to continuously work on. And I think if there's tribes of women that come together in support and honor each other through that process, the world just becomes a better place. And with the course too, obviously, I created it for myself. So for all of you out there, I created this for myself because I was stuck in lockdown and I was feeling really isolated, and I wanted to be able to build a community and inspire other women to gently move into a different way of feeling about themselves.
So perfect, babe.
And
so needed. And I know that our paths have crossed because we are both so similar in our anchoring and what we're here to do and what we're here to create, and creating from a place of what is needed, not through anything else but the collective and what we feel intuitively is really needed. And usually that's what we need ourselves.
That's right. Well, that's like the old quote they say, when you heal yourself, you heal the world. If we all just spent an extra 15 minutes to an hour a day just focusing on us, we'd make the world a better place, you know, because we are coming home to ourselves, and that's what it's all about. And the thing is, when you start doing that too, you do shift and you end up attracting, like, look at you, girl. I've pulled you in with my magneticness, right? Because we're two peas in the same pod, right? Which is just beautiful. And I have noticed that my friendships and the women that I'm choosing to have around me are really beautiful women like yourself that do honor and support other women. You know, it's so refreshing to have that safety net for me. You know, I am very, very grateful, like really grateful. And I know you know that. I think I've told you 1,000 times.
We are so not meant to do this alone. And we're definitely shifting out of the old paradigm of the wounded sisterhood and coming into a place, especially in this time and space, where we really have the opportunity to understand and to feel the depths of what sisterhood and connection really is. And to let go of those woundings and be held by other women and seen by other women in our most vulnerable, and it be safe.
Exactly.
And blossom from there.
Right. But there's so many, and you know this, there's so many women that sit silently in the background that actually are feeling like, but if I reach out or if I do, can I really trust them? Like, will they really do that? And it's often because they've been hurt. I mean, one of my biggest realizations just in the last, say, 2 weeks I read a quote somewhere. I don't know. I think I saw it on someone's feed. It was just beautiful. And it said, abandoned children, makes me choke up. Abandoned children grow up loving the ones whom abandoned them. And it just hit me so much because I am actually an abandoned child, you know, and in many shapes and forms. I mean, I've been living on my own since I was 14 years old. So I do feel abandoned by both my mother and my father through circumstance. And, you know, there's been a whole lot of forgiveness there, and it's okay. I can move through that. However, what I realized in just the last 2 weeks, and this is the thing about writing this beautiful course, coming out and sharing it, and then going, wow, there's so much power in this actually, is that my entire life, my entire life, I have abandoned myself. In moments, not always, but when push came to shove, and I really think about the milestones that I have made, it's really because I had a daughter who showed me the importance of what a woman is, and that was 21 years ago, that what true unconditional love was for another human being. I really probably didn't have a full understanding of that until I met her 21 years ago. But then a lot of what I had to go through and the pain that I was facing, the driving force was actually not me. It was for her, because I didn't want her to have to feel the way that I still felt, right? And it's only now, right now, in these last 2 weeks that I've had this huge shift. And I'm like, you know what? I am so fucking valuable. And I absolutely refuse to abandon myself any longer. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. Yeah, I'm over it. And therefore, that statement of, you know, I don't want people to feel that I'm unavailable. I am available. I am the available coach. I do want women to reach out, even if it's just to ask me a question, even if it's just to come and be a part of my group. If you can't afford the $99 course, come in and be a member of Sisters Rising Together or Crown Your Queendom. Which we could maybe put the links in there as well for the two groups. So you can just absorb a little bit of my love, because I give it out freely, and hopefully that can help make a difference.
I love that, babe. And I love the embodiment and the integrity when you say that, because I know that you do that. I know that from working with you, you have always reached out. You have always put aside the ego and the other parts of self that may have felt, oh, I can't, or whatever. You've lent into that, and you've taken that on. You now am completely embodied in that. And that will happen for the women that you work with, that they will feel that safety, because you are an example of that, and you live through that, which I think is just perfect.
It is. Yeah. And it's true.
Mm.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's nice to be in this arena, and it's wonderful. Look, I have been working with women for 25 years, but I've been doing their hair and makeup. So I've been making them feel good on the outside. This part of my life, I want to make people feel really good on the inside. Yeah. So it's still in alignment with women, but just a little bit deeper.
And the best is yet to come. I feel like this beautiful blossoming is happening where, and if I think about what's happening in this time and space with women in empowerment, and really, light workers, sacred rebels, wisdom keepers, all these women that are being ignited right now and starting to rise. This is what's needed more than ever, and we get to stand in that light and be an example of that and show what's possible. So it is only just the beginning. It's like the surface is just being scratched, and it's like,
oh, it's true, because in the background I'm creating my signature program. You know me, babe, I'm a bit of a doer. I like to do, but I also understand that I've just launched this particular program. It's my first one, it's the baby, and just for everyone that's out there that's listening, it's not perfect, but it's my big thing, and I did it, and I'm really proud of myself. And as I evolve, it will too. I can always go in and update things on there at a later stage, but it's just a beautiful place to start for anyone that's just feeling a little bit lonely, a little bit lost. Someone that's like me, that's been abandoning themselves for too many years or too many months or just for the week. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And for an investment piece of $99, what you get to take away from that is connection back to self, and this beautiful foundation of a place where you get to blossom from. You get to rise, you get to shift and shine from that place. And that's powerful, babe. And having that level of accessibility is absolutely needed right now. So I feel like it's like tick, 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 tick all the boxes. Yeah. What I truly believe deeply is needed for those women who are really beginning to shift and to shine and to rise in their lives, and to have that support and that community behind it of women walking that path too, knowing that you're not alone in it. You're never alone in it. Yeah. And that they get to be beautiful reflections of you throughout your journey to remind you how fucking powerful you are.
Exactly. Look, I've already had a couple of clients that are in the course at the moment where there's been a day or two where they just haven't felt like doing that day, and it's funny, they click on the day and it says sleep, right? And they go, oh, actually, I think I'm going to listen to this. It was one of the most beautiful comments I got back in the group space from one of the gorgeous women in there. And she was like, oh my gosh, I am so exhausted. And I was like, oh God, I've got to do that. I should really do it. And I clicked on it and I saw the word sleep, and I was like, and she said, and it was just the most perfect thing. She said it was like you were reading my mind. Like I just needed it. And it's a whole beautiful portion on there about sleep. And there's some gorgeous acts of self-love or kindness, acts of self-kindness that just bring you back home to yourself. It really is. It's very gentle. It's not a boot camp style. So if anyone really needs that motivation where they feel they want to be beaten to make a change, that's not the kind of course that it is. It's not. It's gentle, it's loving, and it's fun. I have to say that it's not just gentle and loving. It's fun too. There's some fun parts in there. That I know will just help women shine a bit more,
I love that, because they are such gorgeous reflections of you and parts of you in there. You are all those things and more.
Totally. Yeah. So that's really all I have to say.
Awesome. I was just going to say, is there anything else you'd like to speak into? We're going to put the link for the program in the comments, as well as Kristie's groups that she facilitates as well. And reach out. Any questions around the program or what you've been moving through? Thank you, sister.
Thank you. I love you so much.
I love you.
Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you soon.
Thanks, sisters.
Bye, everyone.